Hey, hey, I am so excited. I've been counting down to this, you guys. So if you're watching this on the replay, please type replay below and where you're watching from. And if you are watching this live, I'd love it if you'd say hello so I know who's hanging out with us. So, do you have people in your life who you admire and respect and love spending time with? And, who you just learn a lot from? If so, drop a one below. I'm bringing on someone who means so much to me, and I'm just really excited to do this interview. So I'll wait for Mandy to come on and we'll get rolling. Let me see if you. Oh, hi, Mary. Thanks for coming on. Hello. How are you, Mandy?
Good. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day and making this work.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm just trying to figure out holding my phone, how I'm going to do this.
That's always my challenge when I go live from my truck is like, how can I, make it work?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello,
well,
everyone.
yes. Thank you for coming on. I see folks that are saying there's Chris. Hi, Chris. Hi, Alicia. So let's do introductions first. So my name is Beth Campbell. I'm a life coach. I'm a CBD advocate and educator, and I'm a mom of two teenagers. And I live in beautiful Colorado. I'm super super excited to be hanging out with my friend Mandy tonight. Mandy, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Mandy Van Schyndel, and I am from Kaukauna, Wisconsin. And Beth and I just know each other through CBD oil, through HempWorks. And so I'm super excited to be joining you tonight.
Yes. So what I want to share is this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So this is kicking off my Life You Love series. And really what I've been wanting to do, I have so many beautiful people in my life that I feel like um, can share words of wisdom, people that I admire and respect like you, Mandy, and that I just want to kind of put out there because you inspire me, and I feel like you have a lot that you can share with folks. So it just made sense that I interview you first. So thank you for being willing to hang out with me.
You are so sweet. Thank you so much for your kind words.
Oh my gosh. So that folks that don't know you, some folks know all of these things. Like you, if there's anyone that I know that does all of the things, it's you. Okay. And I love that about you. Not only do you do all of the things, but you do it gracefully, you do it in a very authentic way, right? Even when you don't have it all together, you do it in a very positive manner and you're authentic about it. You tell people what's going on with you. And I love that. So, will you kind of share with folks? You wear a lot of hats, right? There's a lot of different things you do in a daily basis. So, can you kind of share some of those things so people know what they can relate to?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, I am a wife to my husband. We are high school sweethearts, so we've been together forever. We've been married for 10 years. I am a mom of kiddos, five kiddos. We have three biological. Those are medically complex kiddos. So that is a big role that I play in my life. I am like I said, their mom, but I'm also their caregiver. I'm also their nurse. I'm also their therapist. Like I have all these different roles just within being a mom, right? I'm a friend. I am a sister. I am a daughter. I'm a volunteer. I am a HempWorks girl. I just have so many different hats, different roles, just like you said. So I guess you could say I'm a very, very busy person, but I thrive on that and I love that. And thank you, Beth. That was a really super compliment to me about just really being raw and real and authentic because I just really choose to live my life like that. have a really strong faith, and I feel that that is one of my strengths that God has given me, and I love to share that with others.
Oh my gosh. So I just saw Denise comment, love the Jeremy and Mandy story. Will you share like more about you and Jeremy? Because as amazing as you are, I know that Jeremy has to be equally amazing. So I would love to know more about the two of you as a couple.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, Jeremy and I, we started dating. I was 15. He was 16 when we started dating. So freshman and sophomore, right? Crazy, crazy. Um, you know, he is always he's always there. He's always supportive. Even, for me, when I do things for my business and he has to step it up with housework and the kids, I mean, he is always so on board. So I think people sometimes think that thank you, Denise. Yes, you're right. We are the best team ever.
Agreed.
Even meeting with some caseworkers and stuff yesterday, they always, everyone talks to me because I'm the one that puts it all out there. But we are really the team. I couldn't be the way I am without him. We couldn't do what we do with our family and spreading awareness about so many things we're passionate about. We couldn't do that without each other. So we have an equal role in that, even if I'm the one that's putting it out there all the time. So in May, we just celebrated our 10th anniversary. We have some big things happening for our family with our new foster kiddo that was completely unexpected. And we're moving into his family home from growing up. So we have a lot of really awesome things happening.
Oh my gosh, yes you do. So as far as I'm gonna ad lib a little bit. I know I sent you a few ideas of questions, but now I'm super curious. So relationships are hard, right? And especially when you throw in extra challenges that you guys have. So any tips on relationships from you and Jeremy and what you've learned?
That is, oh, my lights are going out. Hold on. I'm in my car. My kids are in a
Hey,
church
no
parking lot
worries.
right now. There we go. They automatically turn off. That's actually really good to know. I did not know that. If I turn my interior lights on, they will shut off eventually if I leave them.
Good deal.
Yeah. So, I think the biggest thing is really for us is not forgetting to spend time together. Because when you have 5 kids, you have he has a busy job. I have a home business. There's our kids are getting to the ages where they have lots of, Danielle, that is so funny. I will
I
comment
love it.
on that in a second. Our kids are in lots of activities and things, and the biggest thing for us is for not forgetting to spend time together, whether that's when the kids go to bed or just trying to get in some sort of date night, even if it is just like, going for a walk or going fishing, right, Danielle? My husband really, really likes fishing, and that's something, even like what, we have like crazy stuff going on, right? But it's like, no, that's his thing, right? Let him go. Like, that's like the give and take in the relationship, right? Um, that is totally what works in our house too, Danielle. I love that so much. But
Oh,
going out to dinner, even just sometimes we'll just get takeout and eat at home, like, and just have some time. Like, it's really important to remember to do that. That is my biggest advice that I have. Biggest advice.
that's awesome. So that's the thing. You're not only busy with 5 kiddos and with your business and with church, but you also, um, the kids have activities and such. So when it comes to time and energy management, I used to only talk about time management, and now I've realized it's also about energy, right? So do you have any tips, or how do you manage your time and energy, because you are spread so thin with so much going on?
Yeah, I do. I am spread thin, especially if anyone watching follows me on Facebook. How Beth said I'm brutally honest and raw and authentic. I had a struggle a few days ago. It's not very often I choose to be positive. I make that decision every single day, even when you're going through things. I make that decision. But everyone has moments. Even Mandy has moments, right? But it's really super important to try and balance that as much as possible. Now, for me, I do run myself ragged, right? But I also have a lot of support. We have a wonderful rescue worker for our special needs kiddos. We have supportive parents, Jeremy and I, and friends. Like, we have so much support that I can't even begin to describe that. So I think the biggest thing for me in taking care of that is realizing it's okay to accept help. Because I don't ask for help very often. That's the kind of person I am.
Mm-hmm.
But when people offer it, you need to accept it. And that is a big way that I'm able to do all the things that I am able to do. Yeah, that is huge. That is huge.
And it's brilliant advice, really, truly. And that's one of the things I was going to like prod you for, but that's one of the things that, that I finally see in my life as being valuable is when you can not only accept help, right, when somebody offers it, but also ask for help. Because I think for most people, there's no way we can do all the things that we do without asking for help. And so I love that you put that out there, that, yeah, we have to accept help and be willing to ask for it. Otherwise, it's just too much, right? So I love that.
It is too much. And honestly, even like with me having my home business and having a successful home business, that's something that I do throughout my everyday life. I have been traveling to see our foster kiddo right now, who's a few hours away at the moment. And I'm listening to self-development books on the way there, things about CBD oil. Like, those are like those teeny tiny little things that I can do that's helping me self-develop, take care of myself, right? While I'm in the thick of all the craziness. So that is something that I like to do also, to take care of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, Joe, I think that's a good way to put it. Asking for help is an art. It's not something that comes naturally. I think we all just want to do it. We want to do it all ourselves. But as we age and get life experience, we realize that asking for help is key. So what else? So I love, because I'm the same way, I love Audible. I drive my kids around a lot. So being able to listen to audiobooks it really fuels my energy. So besides listening to audiobooks, what else do you feel like are your self-care rituals that are really important for you to keep your energy up?
Yeah, I have a really strong faith, so prayer is a huge part of my day. In the morning, at night, throughout the day, digging into the Bible. Those are some things that really, really help me personally, and I encourage anyone to dig into that, because it's going to be just exuberating for you. Another thing that I do is, this is going to sound so silly, but if I'm really stressed, I take a shower or I take a bath. Those are things that really relax me. And it's something where it's like, wow, I'm kind of tired, but you know what? I know this makes me feel good, so I'm going to go, take a bath and read a book or whatever. Even just reading. Reading is something that I don't do all the time, but it's something I've been doing more lately, even though I'm more busy. Not even self-development stuff, just finding a good novel and just reading and truly appreciating the small things. I'm the kind of person, that sounds so funny, and sometimes it drives my husband crazy, but I am the kind of person that will take the long way home if it's prettier. Like, if it's along the water.
Amen.
Or pretty wood line, whatever it is. Like, I am that person, or I'm that person that will stop for a second to look at that. Like, really just truly appreciating it. And that is all well with my soul. That is something that makes me, I think that's funny. Oh, seriously, these lights are driving me crazy. I have to keep turning them on.
No worries.
That is something that really, like I said, just kind of lights my soul on fire and makes me who I am. And I feel like it also helps me manage my stress and just manage my life, because it is chaotic, and I just accept it and I roll with it.
That's, I think it is. It's those little things. I used to think that I had to have like an hour in the morning, like, for me, right? Or I had to have an hour at night. And gosh, if we can take 5 minutes to either enjoy the scenery or read or whatever it is that we love to do, I think it's important just to infuse those throughout our day versus feeling we have to have a big chunk of time. Because a lot of times, realistically, especially, if you're a really busy soul, it's hard to find that. So I am totally with you. It's one of the reasons I love living where I do, I feel like I'm always just enjoying the view, and that's why I love driving around so much. It's always so pretty. I can't complain about that for sure. It fuels
Yeah.
me. So
And I want to add something too. Even like, I don't even remember who I wish I should really think about who gave this advice to me, because it was such great advice. But someone always told me that you're always going to have a better day when you, like, this is for moms. This is specifically for moms, okay? You're always going to have a better day when you get up, even if it's 5 minutes early, 5 minutes earlier, 15 minutes earlier than like your kiddos, to really just get your mood right, get your mind right before you are getting your little people up and getting them ready for school. You know, you're gonna
yes.
really kind of set the tone for their day by how your attitude and how you are feeling. And so that's something that I always like to try and give myself a little bit of time. Like you said, you don't need an hour, it's nothing like that, but just a few minutes where you can do whatever you do that makes you feel good, right? And something, like I said, that just helps me so much.
And I totally agree with you. Like showers, or there's something about that. Like some of my best ideas, or just like when I feel really centered, is a shower. And I think it's because it's just you. You have that time to yourself, and typically nobody's interrupting you. So that's awesome. Let's see, what's next. What next? Okay, so will you expand a little bit on, so how did, because I have a few people in my life who are foster parents. The parenting route is hard enough, right? Parenting is something that's a challenge, and it helps us learn so much about ourselves. But foster care is a whole nother journey. So how did you come to the place where you decided, or you became a foster parent, you and Jeremy?
That is a loaded question, but I'm so excited that you asked me, because I'm so passionate about spreading awareness.
I know you are. I love that.
Okay, seriously, this is like dry.
It's going to keep doing that to you.
This is making it real, you guys. This is real life right here.
Yes.
Okay, so Jeremy and I actually looked into a special needs adoption even before we had our oldest. Our oldest son is Trenton, and he's almost 9 years old. So many years ago, it's probably 10 years ago now, right after we got married, we looked into special needs adoption, or in the state of Wisconsin, that is another word for doing like foster adoption. Okay. And so that's what we wanted to do, but we got the information. We decided that, we really want to make sure we have healthy children of our own first. So we decided to have 3 kids, and we got put in the position, we feel very blessed that we were able to make the decision, okay, are we going to have a 4th baby, or should we adopt? Not everyone can just make that decision. We feel very blessed that we're able to do that. And we don't take that lightly at all. So we decided to pursue adoption. We were, again, adopting through foster care. So the kiddos that are usually available for that are like toddlers or older. So we were, hoping for a toddler, a little girl, because we had 2 boys and a girl already. We wanted to make it even. And God had crazy, bigger plans for us, and matched us with this sweet warrior princess named Emma Grace. And Emma was a special needs child who wasn't the typical foster situation, but we were matched with her. So she was only 7 weeks old when we got her. We were expecting a 3-year-old, and we got a newborn baby. You can imagine, I was freaking out. Jeremy, we got rid of everything baby, right?
Because how old was your youngest? How old was your youngest when Emma Grace came into your life?
Talon was 2.5. Because we knew that it took a while to adopt, right? So that's why we started when we did. And actually we got, so we were, like, again, we were expecting it to take a while, like a couple years, okay? And we ended up starting our process in June, and we had Emma in January. That's how fast it happened for us.
Oh, wow.
And her adoption was finalized last November. So that's amazing, right? Amazing. And technically we were her foster parents for those few months until, we had officially adopted Barbie, just because of the way the system works. But then, we were happy. We were good. We weren't pursuing anything. And we kind of got thrown into a situation where another little special little man, newborn baby, was going to be needing a home. And first we kind of said no, like, you know, all logic says no, this cannot happen. It's not even the county we live in. The county nearby got our names from Emma's adoption agency and reached out to us. And we were not planning this, but here we are. We are foster parents to a newborn little baby boy who has our hearts already. You know, that is, again, we just feel like God really prepared our hearts. Some things happened in the previous months that I'm not ready to quite share yet, but that really just prepared our hearts for this little man. And we're just so thankful. You know, this is different than Emma's story. This is like legit, like foster. So it's different, and I'm still learning. But you know, he is a part of our family, just like all of our other kiddos, and we choose to treat him in that way. So it's crazy what God has in store for you when you're least expecting it, because we did absolutely nothing to make this happen, and everything just completely fell perfectly into place, and that's when you know you're going in the right direction. So we just feel very, very blessed. We're very busy, but we feel very, very blessed.
Oh my gosh, so amazing. And I love your faith and your positivity, and that you find a way to make everything work, and that's so beautiful about you. So if I asked you, so what do you love about your life, what would you say?
Oh my gosh.
I know that's loaded too.
That is a loaded question. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, I love everything. I love Jesus first and foremost. I love my family and all of my blessings. I love that I'm able to work from home and make a full-time income, because I honestly don't think that if I wasn't introduced to network marketing about 6 years ago, I don't think my life would be anywhere near it is right now, and so many of the abundant blessings that God has given us. And so I'm like all wordy but almost speechless, because I just feel so very blessed. I have so many blessings in my life, and you know, like I said, Jesus and my family are first and foremost, and all of those things. But even like everything with our move and all the wonderful people that I have in my life, this wonderful product, this CBD oil that's been my daughter's miracle for her seizures. Like I love all of that. I love it so much.
And I wasn't going to ask you, but now I would love to ask you, because I've seen your journey, right? I've only known you. I feel like I've known you like my whole life, but I've only known you really since April. And watching Emma Grace and her just like become more and more of herself has been amazing. So, and I remember when you sent the messages at first about how nervous you were. Sorry, about starting CBD with Emma Grace. And as a parent, I get that, because I was the same way with my kids, right? But in a whole different journey. So, can you talk a little bit about that? Because I think that's just a really raw conversation that might benefit somebody that's watching.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I joined HempWorks in April, just like Beth said, and I joined because I saw a very exciting business venture. Like that is why, in my heart, why I thought God was leading me to HempWorks. I saw the right product, the right place, right time kind of thing. So that's why I decided to pursue that. But then I remember talking to several people, and I said, you know, I don't know exactly why God put HempWorks in my life. Is it the business opportunity, or am I supposed to use this product with Emma? You know, a little background on my warrior princess. She is a triple stroke survivor. As a result, she has some pretty daunting diagnoses, such as microcephaly, porencephaly, spastic quad CP, and epilepsy. Those are her biggest ones. And she has her epilepsy seizure disorder is called Lennox-Gastaut. It's a beast. It's a really, really severe form of epilepsy, and she was having upwards of 5 to 12 seizures every single day. She failed 6 different conventional treatments, including the ketogenic diet, 5 different med combinations. We did a month of injections. I gave her injections 2 times a day for a month and just was not having any kind of results. So here I am sitting here. I have this product already in my hands because I'm already an affiliate. And I had a gentle shove, right, from a friend, Miss Denise, who kept telling me, just try it, Mandy, just try it. And I was so nervous about it. I was nervous because she's on some pretty hefty seizure meds. I was nervous because I just didn't know. Like, I know the product was helping so many people, right, for so many different things. And I know the research out there for CBD oil because I looked into it for 10 months before I joined HempWorks. And I was just so nervous, and I had no intention at the beginning of ever really using it with her. I really didn't, to be dead honest. I was not planning on doing that. Again, we finished up her injections, and she was having, her seizures were more intense. They were getting stronger. They were more like disruptive to our whole life as a family, as far as going to church and things like that. And I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to do it and see what happens. And, you know, it's been her miracle. It's been her miracle. And I truly think that God led me to HempWorks for that reason. Like, the business opportunity is amazing. Like I said, I'm making a full-time income from home, but nothing compares to what it's done for Emma. Emma was evaluated yesterday by a new physical therapist. We were talking about goals and things, and we were talking about how different she is. You know, she is, the fog has been lifted. She is awake from having 5 to 12 seizures a day. She's having one every few days. She's gone 2 weeks without having any. And she's just like alive and aware and alert. And she's smiling purposefully, and she's laughing, and she's never laughed before. And I always feel so passionate about this. People always ask me, and I know it's just out of curiosity, and I never get offended by anything, but people always ask me, you know, will Emma ever walk? I don't know. You know, I don't know if she'll ever walk. I really, really, truly don't. And to me, it doesn't matter. But the biggest thing for us is we wanted her to experience joy. And she's able to do that now. And she got evaluated yesterday, and that's exactly what I said. She said, well, what kind of goals do you want for her? And I said, you know what? Our biggest goal for her was to experience joy, and she's doing that. So anything else is a bonus. Like, we just are so thrilled and happy. And it's all because of this product that God brought into my life, and it's just completely amazing and completely unexpected. And we just feel so completely blessed that I followed and I responded to those little shoves that he kept giving me. I couldn't have done it without her. I don't know even to this day if I would have done it. So I'm just so thankful on how all of that happened.
Oh my gosh. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, I feel like life is always a struggle between fear and love, right? And you totally made that choice out of love and out of hope. And it is, like, seriously, the best days are when I see posts from you with Emma Grace and how she's doing. And I love, you know, another layer to that is the fact that you get to give yourself to your kids, and you can wrap the business around that. And that's like it's a beautiful thing. So you're inspiring in that way, because you always you put your family first. But you are also an incredible entrepreneur. Oh my gosh, I'm always amazed at what you're doing and the way that you do it. It just, yeah, I'm very inspired. So thank you for sharing that, because I think if there's anything I want to do with our video, it's, you know, maybe it does plant that seed with somebody that's going to be something helpful for someone that they love. And Emma Grace is the best example of that. So thank you so much. And you're so strong and courageous. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting here like totally being a blubbering idiot, but
no, you're
that's
not.
awesome.
I appreciate those emotions because that's everything that I feel, and that's why I'm so passionate. I have to shout this product from the rooftops, right? Because it is her
Yes,
free miracle. It is her
it
miracle.
is.
And I am so excited. We have, Emma had her first EEG since having some sort of seizure control. It was a month ago. I'll be getting results on Monday, and I'm like freaking out because I'm so excited because we know like clinically what it looks like on the outside, and I'm so confident and positive that like her brain waves are going to completely mimic that. So I will, I'm going to do a live, I think, on Monday after her appointment and share the news with everyone.
Oh, please do. I can't wait. Awesome. Because and I have some similar miracles that I've seen with my family, with people that I love, with lots of people that I love. So it's amazing to see it in other people too, and how it changes lives. So if anybody has questions, if anybody wants more information, we have a really great CBD education group that we would love to share with you. So just contact Mandy or me, and we'll get you hooked up with that, because everybody deserves to know, everybody deserves to feel better. Okay, so as we close, because I kept you longer than I was planning, so you're a mom, a wife, an entrepreneur. Any kind of closing words of wisdom about just life in general, right? Life is tricky. What do you have to share with people that works for you?
Oh my goodness. Life is tricky. It's tricky. I mean, look at me. Look at my everyday life. Sometimes I just feel like I'm standing in the midst of all the chaos, right? But for me, I just really encourage people to to do what they love and love big, right? When we were talking to the foster care people about doing this with our new special little man, that was the thing that I told them. I said, if we do this, we go big or go home kind of thing. Like, we love big and we're going to do that. And I encourage people to do that. And I also encourage everyone, in closing, we didn't talk anything about this, but I feel so passionate too about spreading kindness, always smiling, always saying good morning and saying hello. And if you're feeling something on your heart, you're wanting to give someone a compliment, do that. Spread kindness, because you have no idea what people are going through in their day. And I am like the recipient of that sometimes, especially when I'm having a day like I did a few days ago, right? And all those messages and encouraging words I got just completely lifted me up. And so that is what I want to say: spread kindness, do the right thing, and teach your kids to do the same.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, that's huge, because you just have no idea who you can impact and how you impact them with your kindness and positivity. So awesome. Well, I was just going to go through really quick and see if there are any other comments or questions. If anybody has questions, please put those in the comments below. Same thing if you're watching this on the replay. I'm going to take this off. Go ahead and put those in here, because I'm sure between me and Mandy, we'll make sure they get covered. Everybody, I see lots of Mandy is amazing, and I completely and totally agree. And beautiful. Wow, I love it. Let's see.
I'm so thankful you had me on here, Beth. This was super fun.
Oh my gosh.
Constantly.
Exactly. Well, and my lighting tonight is extra, interesting. So, well, thank you everybody for coming on live. If you're watching on the replay, please make sure and comment below. But thank you, Mandy, for hanging out with me. It's so funny because I've never met you in person, but I just feel like I've known you my whole life, and I appreciate that about you.
We are
yes,
BFFs.
We are. And I will look forward to talking to everybody soon. Sending you all, be kind and just love your life. That's what it's all about. Mwah. Love you, babe.
Thank you, Beth. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.